They have better software in the air. Oh my. Satellite offices are always too busy.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
I'll run it through a few filters, see if I can clean it up.
Access granted.
All the data I have. Security footage.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Společnýho. To na mě chcete zkoušet solidaritu s augama? Tak to hodně štěstí. Já s tím neměl nic společnýho, ty kreténe. Můžeš mě zmlátit, mořit hladem, to je fuk. Pravdu nezměníš. Tohle nemůžete! Ví šéfové hledají obětního beránka, ale já se jen tak nedám. To jim klidně vyřiď, šroube!
Get anything from the Whisper chip?
We got something, but Janus provided the wrong algorithm for the frequencies, so they aren't getting deciphered correctly.
Can you fix it?
I'm a pilot, not a programmer. I can do it, but it's gonna take some time.
What's wrong with him?
Anomaly detected.
I got a whole lot of notes.
Trace program
Every time I send
initiated.
someone to follow up on the lead, it turns out the buildings are abandoned, burned out, or bombed in front.
Access granted.
Jensen! My God, Jensen, I heard about the explosion. We should relocate. I was thinking we could corner Director Miller together. Tell him it's not safe enough here.
We're fine, Chang.
The police station, the train station, we're next. I can feel it. I can more than feel it, I can see it happening.
No one knows where we are. There's no reason to get paranoid.
That's where you're wrong. They're trying to pull the lid off of us, Jensen, or someone is. Praha-Dovos just got hacked.
Our building's front company. Thought it was fake.
I wish it was fake. Miller's got me cleaning up IntelliCam footage from the attack to help figure out who these people are. Meanwhile, maybe they're trying to figure out who we are? Why else poke into an import company?
You think someone's figured out that the company's a front? Maybe they know what's really down here.
We have a lot of enemies. The people who bombed the train station. You don't think they'd love to know where we are? You need to help me figure out who's looking into us and make them stop.
I'm gonna need more information about this snoop of yours.
I don't know for sure that our cover's been blown, but if it has, we need to know before our enemies have a chance to do something about it.
You got an MO in this hacker?
At first I thought it might be the Collective.
But you're not convinced.
Not Janus's style to leave crumbs this big. But whoever it is, they risk exposing us. If the Collective ever found out where we operate... My God, Jensen.
Maybe Janus knows already.
Hey, don't say shit like that. I get nervous enough as it is.
You really think there's a risk here? Maybe someone's just poking around the fake website of a fake company.
If someone points a gun at me, I assume it's loaded. If someone hacks into the website of the company that serves as our cover, I assume they're doing it for a bad reason.
Such as?
Everything depends on who they are and what they know. But we're in the business of dealing with terrorists. If those terrorists find out where we are...
TF-29 likes its privacy.
Sure. More importantly, Chang likes being in one piece. Unlike you, I don't just brush off explosions.
What can you tell me about our front company?
Praha-Dovos was designed to be forgettable. The kind of place you walk by 100 times and still can't remember.
It obviously caught someone's attention. What happens if we're compromised?
My guess, we dismantle and disappear. Agents go into hiding, director burrows into some hole, poof, no Christmas party. I need you to find out as much as you can about our Snoop. Make sure we're not in danger.
All right. You have any leads?
I traced our hacker Snoop to an unrented apartment. Top floor, 33 Hlavny, just down the street. This guy walks by us every single day. Probably walks in.
You're kidding.
See? You feel it now. The constant buried alive feeling. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought we were supposed to be suspicious of things that go on outside these walls.
It's never that simple.
Just get into that apartment, access the computer they used, and find out what you can. And be careful, Jensen. We don't know who we're dealing with.
I'll look into it. As soon as I know something, so will you.
State police are playing stingy with sharing evidence.
I would have thought you'd had your fill of these guys since Dubai, Jensen. The Jinn, a group of smugglers led by twin brothers Salar and Wasim Alam.
There isn't much here to go on.
Their exact base of operations is unknown, but it's most likely in Muscat, Oman. The brothers Alam have been in operation since 2020 and have greatly expanded their operations since then, recruiting mercenaries, ex-military, nationalistic agitators, and other colorful criminal agitators from Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, and the surrounding region. They deal in drugs, weapons, medical implants, augs, and they occasionally throw in some human trafficking.
Who the fuck are you?
Our arms dealer Shepard, aka John Trent, is a former Special Forces commander and ex-Bell Tower operative. And as is typical for those ex-Bell Tower employees, he's been selling off old Bell Tower tech and weapons. But we don't need to worry about it. He was killed by those gold mask guys in Dubai.
You'd think one of them would...
This guy
police are playing
thinks the
stingy
Jinn
with sharing
and a
evidence.
charismatic force of nature. They call him the Bull of the North and the Heart of the Jinn. Real name Salar, works in conjunction with his cold and calculating brother, Wasim, who saved his life during the AUG incident. He is proudly augmented and parades his AUGs around wherever and whenever he likes.
job. Who
The
fuck
hatred of
are you?
Augs from groups around the world has only emboldened him and his organization.
He just relies on public perception. They don't care about jurisdiction.
They're like serial killers. Deep down, they all want to be caught.
They've been everywhere for the past week. I just wish someone would nut up and take the blame.
There isn't much here to go on.
Listening to this police chatter? Oh my god, it's a comedy of errors.
Right now, I think my blood is about to... What I need you to do is listen to me.
Ah, Wasim Alam, the head of the Jinn, former limb clinic doctor and surgeon before he turned to more profitable enterprises. He brings the same cold and calculated approach he brought to saving lives to running his business with his brother, Solar.
I'm sorry, we're all in strung-out shape. Close my eyes, but all I see is strings.
Oh, here we go. The Diwali crime family. As you may already know, they're one of the largest crime syndicates in Eastern Europe, but they do business almost everywhere, from Northern Europe all the way to the Middle East.
There's something here, I'll find
in a coastal town in Georgia, the Diwali quickly moved from gambling to more lucrative criminal enterprises, until they found their specialty, smuggling, which includes human trafficking too. The Diwali can get anything to anywhere. It's as if borders just don't exist to them. But their rapid expansion came at the cost of their Georgian purity when they started incorporating an ever-increasing number of Russians into the group. If you ask me, I think a major power struggle is coming within the Diwali. One of the old versus the new, the past versus the future.
What I need you to do is listen to me.
Ah, the elusive Radic Nikoladze. This guy's a piece of work, driven and ruthless. When he came up, he was the youngest boss in the Diwali crime family.
There isn't much here to go
The
on.
man spends more money on suits than most people spend on their houses. But don't let the looks and the haute couture fool you. He's the boss, he's in control, and he's squashed more than a few people who've tried to take him down along the way.
Who am I? I'm the guy doing his fucking job. Who the fuck are you?
This guy's a classic. They don't make many like him
Composition can
anymore.
tell us a lot,
Sharp
but it's the
mind,
trigger that
a
really
real
does the
businessman.
talking.
One of those gangsters who thinks that crime is a necessary evil, you know? If it's gonna happen, he's there to make sure people have respect and
State
make good
police are
money.
playing stingy with sharing evidence.
Been scrubbing through garbage for hours. Is it or is it
Otar's
not
right-hand man is this guy, Vano. Not the sharpest tool in the shed, if you know what I mean, but he's strong and loyal, something Otar values
They
greatly.
don't care about jurisdiction.
If there's something here, I'll find it.
Ah, the Diwali called this guy Constantine. Like that's supposed to be intimidating, right? We don't have a last name for Constantine, but until his death in the Rizika bombing,
I'm
he was
sorry,
a
we're all
high-placed member of the
strung out
Diwali crime family, answering to Otar Batkavelli. We suspect he has lots of connections in the upper echelons of the organization, all the way up to Radic Nikoladze and beyond. Between
They're like
you and
serial
me,
killers.
I
Deep
suspect
down,
that
they
he's
all
a
want to be
con,
caught.
a spy that watches the Diwali lieutenant closely to make sure he doesn't make a move on the boss. The classic Diwali structure has two spies, or Pakhans, working for the lieutenant who report directly to the boss. to
That's
make
all
sure
the
he
data
stays
I have
boss.
right now.
Those guys are pretty violent. You've heard of these guys. ARC, or the Augmented Rights Coalition. They're a human rights group who, on the surface at least, is trying to provide equal rights for augmented people. It was started by Dr. Talos Rucker, soon after the AUG incident when Rucker started to speak out against the anti-AUG legislation that was being passed by several local governments. If you ask me, it's not working. Things seem to be getting worse. ARC preaches non-violence, but a string of terror attacks has put them on the terror watch list. So I'll let you be the judge.
Someone needs to be the example.
Dr. Talos Rucker, former limb clinic doctor and current leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition. Rucker has chosen to leave his native Germany and to live in the Utelek complex near Prague as a protest to draw attention to the upcoming Human Restoration Act vote. Rucker is a pacifist and believes that what is happening in Prague is what will happen all over the world if the Restoration Act becomes law.
I have right now.
I'd rather not say what this reminds me of.
You've heard of these guys. ARC, or the Augmented Rights Coalition. They're a human rights group who, on the surface at least, is trying to provide equal rights for augmented people. It was started by Dr. Talos Rucker, soon after the AUG incident when Rucker started to speak out against the anti-AUG legislation that was being passed by several local governments. If you ask me, it's not working. Things seem to be getting worse. ARC preaches non-violence, but a string of terror attacks has put them on the terror watch list. So I'll let you be the judge. You know as much as I do about these guys. They're augmented, well-trained, and very dangerous. And they seem to be massing weapons and AUGs for some sort of attack. We don't know what yet. Here we go. The Church of the Machine God, and to some, the Church of the Machine, without the God. And then again, to others, the Singularity Church of the Machine God. This group has so many names and subgroups, it's hard to keep track. And believe it or not, they've been around in one form or another since the early 1970s. There are a lot of contradictory reports on who they are and what they want, but in general, they all want the same thing. They want to merge their consciousnesses and become one with the machine god through a ritual they call ascension.
What I need you to do is listen to me.
Samizdat is an underground news outlet that likes to think of itself as the real news. They are anti-establishment and anti-almost everything else, including business addresses, so we like to keep our eyes and ears open for any mention of them.
They're posturing, as opposed to conducting an actual investigation.
What I need you to do
The New
is
Sons of
listen.
Freedom, or NSF, is a small group of militant constitutionalists and secessionists operating in the continental United States, particularly in the Pacific Northwest. The group was formed as a reaction to the American government's increasingly authoritarian regime. NSF is committed to fighting the influence and control of a group of unknown people they believe to be the Illuminati with strategic guerrilla warfare strikes. They are suspected of having ties with Janus and the Juggernaut Collective. Ah, what to say about the Juggernaut Collective that isn't speculation. A bunch of their members were running operations out of Montreal in 27, resurfacing for a while in 28. You heard of the Rifleman Bank Station? Bell Tower? Anyway, the Collective is a group of hacker activists, or hacktivists. God, I hate that word. Dedicated to the cause of freedom. At least that's what they say, or what their actions appear to say. They fight corruption by exposing hypocrisy and protecting the unprotected. No one knows the real power structure inside of the Collective, but there is one name that echoes over the darknet. And that name that echoes even louder than Hex, and you can talk to Peter Chang if you don't believe me, that name is Janus. And some say Janus runs everything, while others think there is no Janus.
Things got pretty hairy at the back.
Oh, hello. That's quite...
Field agent?
We both know the deal, Jensen. There are two types of agents in this office. The ones who do the footwork and work the leads, and the ones who analyze them.
And you think Chang's one of those?
I think Chang lives in his head too much. He is good. He's very good, but it is also good that the task force brought in a new psychologist this month.
Anything you can tell me?
Take my advice. If you were thinking about shipping something for these people, don't.
Tohle nevypadá legálně.
Okay. I hope it clears up. Good to go. Have a nice day.
Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Je tam něco podezřelýho?
Give it a rest, huh? What today? Not much going on.
Tak já si udělám další kolečko. Vážně jsme k něčemu dobrý.
Enough problems already.
Už se nějak vyjádřili k tomu tvýmu povýšení?
The only way I'm continuing this conversation is over a beer. Not much going on.
Skoro mi připadá, že jsme v chomoutu s rusákama.
What today?
Nechceš příští měsíc skládat seržantský zkoušky?
Enough problems already.
Ten hajzl leze do řítí a dostane povýšení. Mám být detektiv a ne nějaký posraný pokuskář.
It's your turn to buy the coffee. Who listens to that garbage?
Zažádám o přeložení k razím.
Doesn't it feel like something is about to happen? Who listens to that garbage?
Já nic nevidím. Tahle hlídka nemá smysl.
Aha. Not much going on.
Celý oddělení je skorumpovaný.
What today?
Už jsi sloužil v golemu? Já jsem tady poprvé.
Enough problems already.
Měli jsme to udělat už dřív.
Doesn't it feel like something is about to happen?
Hajzl leze do řití a dostane povýšení.
What today?
Zažádám o přeložení k razím.
Aha.
Celý oddělení je skorumpovaný.
Enough problems already.
Nechceš příští měsíc skládat seržantský zkoušky?
Not much going on. Who listens to that garbage?
Už se nějak vyjádřili k tomu tvýmu povýšení?
The only way I'm continuing this conversation is over a beer.
Vážně jsme k něčemu dobrý. Už jsi sloužil v Golemu? Já jsem tady poprvé.
What today? Enough problems already. Not much going on.
Je tam něco podezřelého?
It's your turn to buy the coffee.
Skoro mi připadá, že jsme v chomoutu s rusákama.
Who listens to that garbage?
Tak já si udělám další kolečko.
Give it a rest, huh? Not much going on. Who listens to that garbage?
Mám být detektiv a ne nějaký posranej pochůzkář.
It's your turn to buy the coffee.
Ten hajzl leze do říti a dostane povýšení. Měli jsme to udělat už dřív.
Give it a rest, huh? Enough problems already. Quiet today.
Já nic nevidím. Tahle hlídka nemá smysl.
Doesn't it feel like something is about to happen?
Skoro mi připadá, že jsme v chomoutu s rusákama.
Who listens to that garbage?
Už jsi byl za kapitánkou?
Quiet today.
Celý oddělení je skorumpovaný.
Not much going on.
Už jsi sloužil v Golemu? Já jsem tady poprvé.
The only way I'm continuing this conversation is over a beer.
Vážně jsme k něčemu dobrý.
Enough problems already.
Měli jsme to udělat už dřív.
Aha.
Skoro mi připadá, že jsme v chomoutu s rusákama.
problems already.
Já nic nevidím. Tahle hlídka nemá smysl.
Who listens to that garbage?
Vážně jsme k něčemu dobrý. Je tam něco podezřelého?
The only way I'm continuing this conversation is over a beer.
Ten hajzl leze do řití a dostane povýšení. Zažádám o přeložení k razím.
It's your turn to buy the coffee.
Celý oddělení je skorumpovaný. Nechceš příští měsíc skládat seržantský zkoušky?
Quiet today.
Celý oddělení je skorumpovaný. Mám být detektiv a ne nějaký posraný pokuskář.
Give it a rest, huh?
Skoro mi připadá, že jsme v chomoutu s rusákama.
Not much going on.
Tak já si udělám další kolečko.
Doesn't it feel like something is about to happen? Quiet today. Enough problems already.
Už jsi byl za kapitánkou?
Aha.
Ten hajzl leze do řití a dostane povýšení. Už se nějak vyjádřili k tomu tvýmu povýšení?
Who listens to that garbage?
Vážně jsme k něčemu dobrý.
Quiet today.
Zažádám o přeložení k razím.
The only way I'm continuing this conversation is over a beer.
Ten hajzl leze do řití a dostane povýšení.
Who listens to that garbage?
Je tam něco podezřelého?
Doesn't it feel like something is about to happen? Not much going on. Oh. Enough problems already.
Nechceš příští měsíc skládat seržantský zkoušky?
Give it a rest, huh?
Vážně jsme k něčemu dobrý. Už jsi sloužil v Golemu? Já jsem tady poprvé.
It's your turn to buy the coffee. Who listens to that garbage?
Celý oddělení je skorumpovaný.
Quiet today.
Už se nějak vyjádřili k tomu tvýmu povýšení?
Aha. Enough problems already.
Skoro mi připadá, že jsme v chomoutu s rusákama. Tak já si udělám další kolečko.
Not much going on. Not much going on.
Měli jsme to udělat už dřív. Celý oddělení je skorumpovaný.
Quiet today.
Já nic nevidím. Tahle hlídka nemá smysl.
The only way I'm continuing this conversation is over a beer. Who listens to that garbage?
Už si byl za kapitánskou.
Doesn't it feel like I'm about to die?
Working at getting transferred to Vice.
I'm looking for Laborio.
It is me. You have come for the magic?
I'm hoping you can help me make sense of something. A strange encounter I had. A man hiding behind a screen in the sewers, surrounded by followers of some kind. His name is Richard. We used to be partners.
Richard is alive. You found him?
I'm not sure what I found, but I know I didn't like it. Richard had a way of depriving me. Things I wanted to say and do, but I couldn't.
I am so happy he is alive. Richard and I was sure that I should have known. Richard always said the show must go on.
There was nothing entertaining about this. What is he doing down there? How is he doing it?
I have not seen Richard in many years. We developed a show together, the evolution of stage hypnosis intensified through technology. Adapted versions of the Casey and DDE designs.
A social augmentation?
In conjunction with modern hypnotic techniques, something much more powerful than mere persuasion. The communal construction of an alternate reality. For 3 hours on a Friday night, we guided people into brave new worlds.
These worlds you and Richard created through hypnosis, what were they exactly?
They were whatever people wanted, created together with the audience. Every night was different. After the incident, we were made to stop, treated as criminals. It was not right. People paid for their tickets and embarked on imaginative explorations. We did not hurt anyone. We would never hurt anyone.
I'm not sure that's still true for Richard. His audience now, I'm worried they may be trapped. Is that something he could be capable of? Creating a world and keeping people there indefinitely?
It depends on the personality. Someone is susceptible to the message, and if Richard keeps repeating it, it is conceivable.
The technology Richard is using to do all this, how does it work?
Binaural beats. Richard bounces his source transmission through a series of emitters that use targeted neural oscillation to stimulate specific areas of the basal ganglia.
Right. Let's assume I'm not familiar with that particular ganglia.
Richard is using a system of emitters that can intensify and adjust his frequency, his message, his intent. Imagine it. He can make the very soul of a transmission pierce into the brainwaves of his target audience.
I don't need to imagine it. I already know it's terrifying. Why do you think Richard is doing this? What's his endgame in trying to hypnotize people in a sewer?
I cannot say for sure, but after the incident, after the way things began to change, Richard said he was going to find a better place. I did not hear from him again. The loss of so many people that we knew, I believe it broke him.
He didn't seem very broken to me. More like a guru of some kind, with way too much control over the people in that room.
No, Richard is not capable of hurting anyone. At least, he was not before. He was an idealist, the kind of man who... The worlds we created together on stage, they were more beautiful than the reality.
Tell me how to stop Richard.
Richard is conveying a vision of himself, of themselves, of an alternate community they are building together. If it is Richard's goal to keep the people there, the only way to free them is to make them see through it.
Well, how do I do that? Last time I talked to him didn't go so well.
The signal he is transmitting, its effect is limited to a specific radius, to the room where the audience is, where the emitters are installed. Wherever Richard is must be outside of that room.
So if I get to him, I'll be able to say or do whatever I want?
Yes, but promise you won't hurt him, please.
I'm not promising anything. Something tells me if I do get in there, he's not going to be content to just talk.
There may be a better way. The emitters, they are somewhere in the room, yes? Okay, then, so wait. You wait. Just wait 1 second, please. Wait for it. Wait for it. Where are you? Come to me. Shh. Wait. Okay. I think I have what I'm looking for. I think I have found what you need. Ta-da! They are scrambling devices, our failsafe whenever things got ugly. Attach them to the emitters and it closes the ability to amplify. Good night. Show's over. Your gods are but men again.
And that'll be enough to make the people in the room see through them?
I hope. If they have been exposed for a very long time, you need to help them to see. But please be kind to Richard. I don't know what he has become, but I know what he was. A decent man once, who simply believed that the world should be better.
We all believe that. But there are better and worse ways of going about it.
Nice time for a walk.
I gave the police a list of all the renters in my building that I suspect of being augmented. What do you do that for? I suspect all of the police are who much less their renters.
Access granted.
Human presence detected. Engaging smart home system. Smart system engaged.
Anomaly detected.
Scanning fire data.
Trace program initiated.
Unauthorized presence confirmed. Intruder protocol engaged. You are not the authorized homeowner. Your presence in this home is not certified.
Access granted.
Please hold still as I scan you. Thank you. Welcome to your smart home system. Your settings have been saved.
Has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. In yet another augmented terror attack, 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit.
You should get rid of that. It's highly recommended.
Recovered from the black box recorder suggests that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the Odyssey.
Welcome to your smart home system. Security is of utmost importance. Your secrets are laid bare.
Always watching, because you are always watching. Turning now to Prague, a city-state.
Hello again. Hello, world. Something a little more romantic, maybe. I'm sure they'll be happy to comply. Would you rather I sounded different? Your settings have been saved.
Nothing to report. Just the way I like it.
Terrified Patricia. Ewing is not
Can't defend against that kind of team.
What is that?
Okay, you're good to go. Step on through.
What the hell kind of crazy talk is this? I'm going to get the police.
I watched him convulse. I watched him die.
There's nothing we could do about it. Leon and Europe is in the mix. You should have known better.
You're saying this happens to all of them? Any org that takes this shit.
You make it sound like some fucking conspiracy. Don't mix your bets. That's all it means. Now get over it.
Oh, wow, so shiny.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
But to stay in control. I love this thread!
I don't like this.
I always get a little nervous. I couldn't believe it when I saw the head.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
terrified. Ten уже сорочка ваша цветная.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Don't have bylo moc vtipný.
Aspoň, že nedrčí skříněk z důkazem. Dělení je skorumpovaný. Všechno vidí.
Can't take that kickback.
They should have stayed in there.
Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Chang, I think I have something on our secret admirer. Group called Samizdat. Mean anything to you?
You mean those conspiracy nuts? Very bad for business. How much do they know?
Not sure. Good news is I got an exact location.
Find out whatever you can. What they know, what they want. If they blow the task force's cover, it's only a matter of time before someone blows up the task force.
Don't worry, Chang. I don't want the walls coming down just yet.
Another one.
Who listens to that garbage?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Milena, I got into the ARG permit registry.
Hold on. That should give me access now as well.
Why am I seeing a security timer?
Probably because neither of us have done this before. Cross your fingers. I borrowed this employee ID from a guy in a bar.
Why does it say there's only one validation slot?
Shit! The city has quotas for this kind of thing. Prague is designed to regulate people to death.
What does that mean?
The system won't let this guy register 2 people. Just scan something. There isn't much time. Help 1 person at least. Good. Irenka's documents should hold up to any kind of scanning check now. She's as legit as she can be, without actually being legit.
I came here to help 2 people.
It doesn't always work that way. Look, you need to get out of there, please.
Elena, that permit I wasn't able to scan. What happens to Edward now?
He probably ends up in Golem. Or he gets arrested for trying to use fake documentation. Thrown into a cell somewhere. I don't. Doesn't exactly feel like a win, does it?
No, it doesn't.
We did the best we could. Listen, thanks for being one of the good guys.
Not much going on.
There's going to be a candlelight vigil next Monday. It would be really nice if you met the people.
They were shocked when I came to us. I don't want to draw.
I'm telling you, I hear whispers in the wall.
They cracked down on this.
Suggests that the man may have been sent a flashback to the Earth. That was late 2 years ago.
We should lead with the population agenda, big global impact story. Then segue into earthquakes and clones, follow up on Dubai. What else, You said that place is...
Don't shoot!
Shit.
We're journalists!
Who invited the agent type?
Who are you? What do you want? Why are you here? You here because of the Dubai story? The article about the moon base? The clones on the moon base? Who sent you?
I'm here for Sam's dad. You in charge?
I take charge, but I'm not in charge, man. No one owns or dictates the truth. Freedom of information is a collective right, man, and a collective responsibility. That said, you gonna break someone's nose? You break my nose.
All right, we can start with that if you want.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! We don't have to start with that, do we?
How about we skip being courageous and move on to why I'm here?
Hey, I'm not the one with the problem here, man. So you say whatever you came to say. I'm not listening. It's what I do. Close my eyes and listen to the whispers in the dark.
What do you know about Praha Dovos?
Oh, that little import company? I know there's more than boxes in the basement. We've seen agent types come in and out. The place is a curtain. The first in a series of many. Pull them all back and you'll find... Damn. Tell me I'm wrong.
It's a dead end.
Right. Guys like you always come down here because of dead ends.
Fine. Then what if it's something other people are already looking into? If someone like you makes too much noise, that may compromise any chance they have of uncovering something bigger. Do you understand?
I'm supposed to believe we're colleagues now? You men in black types, you walk into Pike's newsroom, tell them to be hush-hush about something, and they do it. But that's not how it works here. One day, you will all be exposed. If not by me, then someone just like me. Samizdat isn't one voice. K isn't one man.
What exactly do you do down here?
Samizdat is a media uprising. While Picus panders to corporate tyranny and government bullshit, we pump out the truth. We uncover it, we write it, we publish it. We get our noses broke for it.
So you print pamphlets?
Well, we do a lot more than that. We got ways of getting into Picus media network. That's how we disseminate information.
Information you get by hacking into places you shouldn't.
The truth is buried. If digging it up means skirting a few rules, so be it.
What did you mean when you said K wasn't one man?
K is an ideal, the intangible leader of tangible resistance. You can kill me, but then little K would become K. Kill little K and Bones over there becomes K. There's always a K.
And what if you kill Bones?
You can't kill Bones, man. Bones isn't real. I think he was one of them. He was supposed to be a prince of Belgium, man, but then he broke his condition. We found him inside this fucking cult, all confused, so we reprogrammed him with the truth.
Right. Suppose I needed to make a deal with Samizdat. There's no one person I can talk to?
Depends on the deal. I mean, there's always going to be an editor. Editor makes the final call on all published material. That would be me.
So you could ensure that something doesn't get talked about?
Depends on the deal.
I need you to stop looking into Praha Dovos, but not for the reason you assume.
Relax, I get it. You don't think I do, but I do. You've got to appease your military industrial masters. We've all been there, man.
I'm not who you think I am. The kinds of people who manipulate the news, who cover things up. You don't need to convince me that's who the enemy is.
The enemy is anyone who conceals the truth. And that's exactly what you're asking me to do. To pretend like that little import company isn't hiding something.
I'm asking you to see a difference between conspiracy and discretion. Between people who hide information in order to push their own agendas and those who need to stay off the radar in order to do their jobs. You, of all people, should understand.
Okay. Okay, look. You seem like a reasonable guy. Huh? Hell, I've usually been punched by now. I find this refreshing. Here's the deal. We promise to forget all about Praha Dovos and stay out of your way as long as you give us something better.
What do you suggest?
The only thing I hate more than secret organizations are toothless media conglomerates who don't hold anyone accountable, who spit lie after lie after lie. So I propose a trade. There are places my people can't get into. You get into one of those places and find me some dirt on the real enemy here. Picus Media. Do that, and I'll cut whatever you want me to cut. Who knows? Maybe you'll even learn something.
You're gonna forget everything you know about Praha Dovos for now. It's the only way you get to protect your ideals.
Right, because concealing information is obviously the best way to keep people informed. You really think I'm that stupid? There's this word you might want to look up. It's called transparency. It means people have the right to know, no matter what the cost.
Fair enough. But there's a difference between speculation and fact. Right now I'm betting you don't have anything tangible to go on. You don't know who I am, what my role is, or what's really going on. Wait until the facts are out before you go spewing misinformation everywhere. Before you get people killed.
Okay, maybe I don't have all the facts yet, I'll give you that, but I know something's going on down there. Otherwise you wouldn't be here. That's why you always have to keep digging. The truth, the real truth. It's a rare fucking bird, man. And if you're too slow or too careful, it fucking flies off. So when I get so much as a hint of truth, I strike when I can, as hard as I can.
Whatever the cost, is that it? You want to be better than Picus, right? So what does Picus do? They frighten people. They sensationalize the news. They misdirect. If you want to resist them, you need to strive to be objective. You need to deal in truths. And the truth is, putting Praha Dovos under the spotlight right now is dangerous to me and useless to the public. Wait until it's time.
Okay, I get it. I don't want to compromise no one's investigative journalism. Sometimes you move too fast and the real story flies off before you even had a chance to see it. That's not what we do here. So you go break open whatever it is you're breaking open, and we'll lay off Praha Dovos. For now.
You're making the right choice.
We'll see. You know, we could still use your help, though. Journalistic integrity may not mean very much topside, but it still means something down here. And that's why I think you should help us. You're our best shot at hitting the mass media where it hurts.
Alright, what do you want to know about Picus?
I want skeletons. The kind that companies like Picus come all the way to Prague just to bury. Corporate archiving, man.
Corporate archiving, huh? You asking me to break into a bank?
I'm not talking vaults here. Ashani Talvar, the Palisade CEO. She leverages her clients, keeps information about them close at hand. She's got something on Picus, I know it. I just can't get to it, but I bet you could. You poke into her office, find something that proves how nasty Picus is, how much they love to piss on the truth, and I promise you this, I'll misplace any file you want.
We'll see. Chang, you there?
What do you got for me?
Took care of Samizdat. No one's going to be reading anything about us anytime soon.
Oh, I'll cancel the movers. How'd you do it?
I've reasoned with them. They're not going to give us any trouble.
Reasoned? With the conspiracy nuts.
I know what I'm doing.
This thing keeps breaking. The shopkeeper was leaving when I got your name. So much money. I don't have.
Hey, you. We got multi-tools for sale inside.
Welcome, welcome.
You try this on all your...
Just the ones made of carbon fiber.
Gonna have to disappoint you.
Maybe you can make it up to me. You look like...
That stuff's illegal.
Come on, man, don't play around. You know why it's illegal. You know the world governments don't want us to find out their dirty...
Sure.
Great. Go ahead. Outstanding. Factory fresh.
I'm good for now.
I'm not going...
Fail to comply. Will be arrested and demoted.
Here we go.
Anomaly detected. Trace access granted.
Like I'm always telling you, Rado, people in all country are more genuine. They treat each other with respect. If a man has something to say, he says it to your face. Politely. That is what...
Go away, Clegg. We're closed.
Oh, he is not here to gamble, Vano. Are you?
You're Otar?
I am Mr. Botkovelli, yes. And who are you?
I'm here on behalf of a concerned third party.
Oh, you hear that, Vano? Our guest is a very private person.
I found it pays to be cautious when you don't know exactly who you're dealing with.
That is true. But sometimes it can create problems which could have been avoided had they been more forthcoming. If neither man is willing to compromise, they cannot reach a satisfactory understanding.
I would like to avoid any misunderstandings.
Good. So in this case, since you already know my name, no doubt other things about me, I think you owe me the same courtesy.
I'm with Interpol, but I'm not here to cause any trouble. Organized crime is someone else's department. I'm here to pick up the shipment you're withholding from Václav Koller.
Vano, look. The only honest policeman in Prague. Koller must want this item very much to send someone like you. But I will tell you what I told Koller. No, he cannot have the calibrator, and you can't either. Dealing with Augs is bad business. A point which some people in this organization have yet to understand.
I see. You're a man of principle. A businessman who cares for the organization he's part of. But there's more to my being here than maybe you realize. Koller is a friend, and sometimes helping out a friend in need is good business.
You see, Vano, this is what I am always talking about. Loyalty. So tell me, Mr. Friendship, how far are you willing to go to help out a friend in need?
If someone needs my help, I give it. Any way I can.
It is like I am always telling him, you can get a lot accomplished just by having a conversation. I will let you have the calibrator.
Thanks. And what's it gonna cost me?
Listen to the man, Vano. Even when he gets what he wants, he does not trust it. What shall we do with such a man? What will it cost? A favor.
What kind of favor?
Don't worry. I will let you know in due time. It won't be too painful. Not for you. What do you say? Do we have a deal, Mr.
Jensen? We have a deal.
Excellent. Upstairs in my office, you will find Koller's calibrator. I will be in touch.
Don't like being so close to one of them. He is a guest. For now.
Dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any branch of the story.
Stealing from us.
This is Eliza.
From the Diwali.
Equipment credits, hand over fist.
Способ шутки плохи тут, да?
He's outnumbered. Only an idiot would start something.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines flight 4.
access
At least you
granted.
don't leave any fingerprints.
All of them occurring after double. Dallas record.
All right, Kohler. I've got your neuroplasticity calibrator.
That's great! I'm gonna pencil you in for that optimization procedure. Just as soon as I'm done with this house call.
What house? Let's go.
I got this other client, you know, doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Neither do I, Kohler. Call me when you're ready.
Because... First is convenience. Second is respect.